Hello everybody and welcome to my GPT tier list. This is going to be a tier list of all of the GPT sites that I have ever used before, and this will hopefully help you out with deciding which one you want to interact with. Swagbucks is an older GPT site. They've been around forever. However, their offers are generally going to be on the lower paying side of things. They don't have instant releases or anything like that, but they do have a different way to make money, which is through shopping, where you can upload receipts for certain items and then you'll get money that way. So if you're not really a gamer, this is definitely one way that you can earn extra money. They just kind of exist and they're just there. They've been around forever. I'm gonna say that they're either a B minus or a C tier. For now, I'll put them into B minus, and as we look at the other ones, I may shift it down into C tier. Up next, we have Game.gg. They are generally going to be one of the higher paying ones up there, usually in the second to fourth place. So they have really good offers. You can message support and ask them to release offers early. So if you do a purchase offer, spend $9 and get $20 back, you can ask support to release that offer early and they'll get back with you normally within an hour or two, or you can ping Christmas in the Discord. I highly recommend you all go annoy him. My only downside is this website looks like it was made by a 12-year-old whose only experience with website design was a free version of Wix back in 2012. But other than that, it's a very solid GPT site, and if this is in your area, I highly recommend you go ahead and sign up for this one. I'm going to give Gain a... It's definitely an A+. I don't know if it's an S tier just because of the website design. So I think I'm going to give it an A+ for now. Next up, we have EARNLAB. They are on the higher paying as well, just like Gain. For the tasks, they have a lot to offer you. They also have one of the largest monthly leaderboards currently going on for $3,000, and then for their gambling, they have a $10,000 monthly reward. So there's a lot of money to be earned other ways than just offers here. However, one of the big caveats is that you cannot repeat offers. So if you have an Android, you cannot go ahead and do an iPhone offer. But they do have one of the best supports on site, where you can go ahead and message them, and within 10 minutes you'll get an offer cleared, and then you can cash out within a couple extra minutes after that. So due to repeat offers, they're not an A+, but due to support and just the design of the website, I think that they're going to be a solid A or A-. Up next, we have HeyCash, also known as HeyTrash in the community for GPTs. It is one of the middle road for paying offers. However, their support is non-existent, and it can take up to a month just to get a very bland copy and paste response. And then it can take an additional 3 to 4 weeks for you to get your money, if you're even going to get your money. I know people who have completed offers who have never received their money, so they're in F tier. Up next, we have Freecash. Freecash is a little bit on the higher end of paying for offers, but they do have this thing called the reward multiplier that you get through playing and purchasing games. Nobody knows exactly how to increase your multiplayer, like a finite volume. They just tell you play more games and spend more money. So there's no real way to know what you need to increase that multiplier. So if you have less than 4-star multiplier, the tasks just aren't worth it. You'll get more on the other site. So if you're in the US and you don't have that 4-star multiplier, it's not worth it, and especially not worth it in some third world country where you're getting like $6 an offer. Their only saving grace is the cash out through stake if you're in the US, where you get a 30% bonus on your cash out. But other than that, if there is an offer on another site where I get paid more than that 30% bonus, I'm just going to do it on that other site anyways. And Freecash has one of the worst supports out there. Their support takes 2 to 3 weeks just to give you a random ass copy and pasted response. And then their chatbot is one of the worst and most infuriating to work with out there. I'm going to go ahead and put Freecash into the C tier. It has potential, if you have that 4-star and that 30% stake cash out bonus, to be a B+ tier site. But without that, it's going to be a C- or even D tier for anybody outside of the US. Up next is going to be Cash and Style. They are one of the highest paying GPT sites out there. If you look at something like GPT Hub that has all the offers by website, Cash and Style is usually going to be number 1 or number 2 on that list. So if you're looking for just straight money, this is definitely going to be one of the better sites to go to. They have release with proof, so you can show proof of purchases you're completing an offer, and they'll release that pretty early on. So you don't have to wait like weeks or whatever to get your money, and then you can do a cash out almost instantly. I'm going to say that Cash and Style is definitely S tier, or if not S tier, definitely an A+ material. Up next, we have Gemloo. Gemloo is one of the middle of the road sites. It has average pay and it has hold times, so you don't get those offers released immediately. But their payouts are usually within an hour or two, and they just released this new feature called bundles, where if you just complete a bunch of offers within the same bundle, you'll get extra money for free. So it's got a little bit extra, but it is very middle of the road. I'm going to say that this is just a solid B tier. Up next we have Earnably, who does not have a dark mode, so I get flashbanged every single time I open this page, so that's already a minus to whatever tier it's going to be. Their offers out there are just simply going to be the offer walls. They don't have any exclusive offers to them. However, they do have additional ways to make money through the receipts or even just watching videos. So once again, if you are in a third world country, this is definitely going to be able to get you more money because you do have those extra different ways to get those points. However, if you are in like the US, Germany, or Canada where you have those higher paying offers, this site usually isn't going to be for you. And for that, we're going to be putting that into the C tier, but definitely above Freecash. Following that, we have Chequity. Chequity is usually in the top 5 paying out there for GPT sites. It also has different things like challenges, which you can complete to get additional points just for playing the games like you normally would. And they also have this auto earn feature where you can just represent them on Discord by adding it to your name. So you can just kind of daily get a little bit of extra money. However, they also just have tasks based on the offer walls that they put on their site, so they don't have any exclusive offers. So the only way that you actually get extra money is by completing these challenges, which then would put it above a website that doesn't have it, sort of like Swagbucks or EarnLabs. So I'm going to put Chequity in around the B- tier, maybe middle B, just above Gemloo. Up next we have Grindbucks. They are also just an offer wall services. They do have some things they call Grindbucks exclusive. However, I have seen Arbor on other websites and it has been paying for more. Their leaderboard is also on the low end where first place can simply get you $2.50. But as you can see, there's not that many people that have earned much. So if you do just want to play for this very low paying leaderboard, you can get on here and earn this pretty easily every single day. Their monthly is also on the very low paying side as well with just $50, where you can get other websites who are going to pay you a lot more, but there is definitely a lot less competition on the site in order to win those leaderboards. I'm going to give Grindbucks a C-, right behind Freecash. Up next we have Lootup. Once again, you get flashbanged and they do not have a dark mode on here. Their offers are pretty decently paying. However, a lot of their offers are to go onto other GPT sites like Gravy Pass and EarnLab. And then a lot of their main offers are these depth games, which are just complete scams that take too long to complete, and their top offers never pay out to anybody that does them. So if you look at all their offers here, their offers really don't start until we get into the bus craze, which pays for $135. So their main offers really don't pay too much. The only reason to sign up is to then do the offers where you sign up for another website like EarnLabs on here. I'm going to put them in the D tier, D plus maybe if you just use them to sign up for those other GPT sites, just to make another $60 or whatever. Going on to Reward XP, I've never worked with them before, but I looked at them and their featured offer only plays out 9 featured offers and they all look bad. The website looks like it was made in a few minutes using ChatGPT as well, so I really don't think that there's anything for this. This is also just going to be another D tier. And then lastly, we have Timebucks. Timebucks is loved by Germans everywhere from when I've talked to them. They have a couple different ways you can earn. Their games are just through offer walls, but they do have a decent prize pool that I know is very competitive. Almost every single day you could be in first place, and then out of nowhere 3 Germans are going to come stampeding ahead of you and steal that from you. And there are a couple other ways where you can make money. You can do surveys, you can do tasks, you can just click on websites and they'll give you some points. So if you're not one of those higher paying places like the US or Canada, this is definitely a place to go. Germany, like I've said, they love this website a lot because it does pay high for them on average for GPT sites. And if you're in a third world country, this is also going to be just another good place to come to. They're going to be pretty solid B+ tier above Chequity and Gemloo. But if you're in the US, it's really not a site you're going to be using. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, we're going to be doing a potentially $4,000 giveaway, so make sure you join the Discord just to stay in touch with that. Right now, EarnLab has their $10,000 gambling monthly that I went over, and right now we're in 9th place. We'll be giving away 100% of our earnings, so right now we'd be giving away $150. The best way that you can help me is go ahead and join my affiliate code. My affiliates are going to be down for every website, but I highly recommend that you join for EarnLab. I'll be turning all that affiliate money into the game money to then play and try and raise my place on this leaderboard. First place is probably going to be a little bit out of reach, but I think we can definitely take 3rd place if we get like 10 to 15 more people signing up and doing all the cashback offers that EarnLab has. So go ahead and sign up for all my codes and go ahead and join the Discord down below. I highly recommend it, and this can be just another way where we can earn up to $4,000 just to give away to you guys.